from Abdullah. Sheikh, how to become an Islamic scholar like you?
Why would you want to trouble yourself like this? Akhi, what is your intention? This is what we always tell people. Sheikh, I would like to be a da'i like you. I would like to be a scholar like you. I would like to be famous like you. Then you have a problem with your intention. All da'is, when they started in their da'wah, in their acquiring knowledge, being students of knowledge, they had only one intention in mind, to please Allah. So all of us da'is, we are supposedly not after recognition or fame or doing something which causes the wow factor. People of public relations know this, the wow factor that draws attention. Because once a da'i does this, then cross him out. He's not a real da'i, nor a student of knowledge, nor a scholar. And if you want to be a scholar like me, I'm not a scholar. I'm a student of knowledge. Scholars like Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthaymeen, these mega people who are like mountains, these are called scholars. Me and Tom, Dick, and Harry, who are popular on Facebook, on YouTube, and you see them on TV channels, we're not scholars. We're propagators of Islam. We have little knowledge more than you, and Allah gave us and blessed us with the ability to explain and to be convincing. And inshallah, we are steadfast on the methodology, the way, the manhaj of the Prophet ﷺ, the companions, the tabi'in, and the tabi'in. Simple as that. So if your aim to please Allah, yeah, that's good. Whether you become a scholar or not, this is beside the point. What counts is what gets you inside Jannah and in the highest level of Jannah. This is what counts. But if you want to be recognized, to be pointed at whenever you walk, Sheikh so-and-so, the scholar so-and-so, the da'iyah, the famous person, I've seen you before, then this is a breach of sincerity and an accusation to your intention and ikhlas. Therefore, if you want to become a student of knowledge, and if you want to get closer to Allah, you need to learn and start from the basics. You have to start from the language of the Quran, Arabic. Without Arabic, you cannot reach places. You cannot understand the Quran unless I interpret it to you and explain it to you. You cannot understand the hadith unless the translator explains it to you, and sometimes he does not do a good job. So many times translators make grave mistakes, and you are a student of knowledge. You don't know Arabic and you take their word for it, and you fall in the same mistake, and so on. After that, you have to learn the Quran. You have to at least recite one juz' every single day. So you finish the Quran every single month other than Ramadan. You contemplate, you memorize, you read the tafsir, you read the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ from different sources. You know what's authentic, what is not authentic, and you know what has the scholars explain this hadith, because so many times we read the hadith, you don't know the context, we don't know when it was said, why was it said in such a fashion, etc. So you go to the books of the scholars and you read it. Then you know usul al-fiqh, and you have the fundamentals of fiqh and the rules and regulations that govern these understandings of the jurors. And you go to normal fiqh. And there are so many other branches that you need to have knowledge in, not necessarily turning you off by just mentioning them in less than a couple of minutes. And then you said, whoa, I will never reach that level. I will never, ever finish all of this. This is nonsense. If you do it bit by bit, you will reach there. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Especially if you're making dua and sujood, Allah puts barakah in your time. And there are many, many ways to acquire knowledge and to balance your time in reading the seerah when you're fed up, in reading some specific sciences when you have a conference or a seminar coming up to prepare for. This is what a student of knowledge does. He prepares, he takes notes, he asks. So I have, for example, on my YouTube channel, Allah favored me and blessed me with Umdatul Ahkam, which I did in Mumbai about 8, 9, 10 years ago for Peace TV. The whole series is the first, to my knowledge, to be recorded on high definition cameras in a workshop-like setup. And it covers the entire fiqh, from purity till judging things and transactions and divorce, iddah, marriage, custody, things that deals with prescribed punishments, the whole 9 yards. And it's found for free on YouTube. So you can watch one every day. It's about 190 episodes. You can watch it, take notes, and ask your local scholars about the ruling on such things that you did not understand. And within 5 months' time, maybe, you would have covered the whole fiqh, and you would have understanding that is 95% better than any other Muslim with the grace of Allah.
Jazakallah khair.